Yeah, she breaks me with my little blue heart. She shakes me right from the start. She makes me lose my mind. Mama never told me love would be this hard. Yeah, she breaks me with my little blue heart. She shakes me right from the start. She makes me lose my mind. Mama never told me love would be this hard. She was, yeah, my fantasy. Oh, baby, black star, come back to me. Fell into a deep blue sea. My eyes were open at 17. It's not gonna change, it's not gonna get no better. There's always hope in those little red letters. Take my breath away and send me to space. I'll live amongst the stars and watch the children play. Yeah, she breaks me with my little blue heart. She shakes me right from the start. She makes me lose my mind. Mama never told me love would be this hard.
My heart's blue, any other color wouldn't do. It ain't because I'm sad, it's because I'm with you. And I know blue is royal, and I know blue is loyal. The type of woman that I need to put seed in the soil. She give me sunshine, give me rain too. She give me life, give me pleasure, give me pain too. She give me everything that I would ever need to grow. She love me when I'm bald, she love me when I'm broke. We up under the stars, I got her in the boat. They say that life is hard, I say that life is hope. I say that life is living, every day is Thanksgiving. And every breath is a blessing with no limit. And I guess we were destined, it was written. Prophesize, realize, it's a given. Push hard through the darkness to the light. I want this feeling every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah, she breaks me with my little blue heart. She shakes me right from the start. She makes me lose my mind. Mama never told me love would be this hard. Yeah, she breaks me with my little blue heart. She shakes me right from the start. She makes me lose my mind. Mama never told me love would be this hard.
What up?
What's up?
What up?
What's up with it?
Oh, what up? I love that last little 4-bar outro, Dave. That's one of my favorite moments on the prophecy. Is like that little break it down to just the rawest element. I love that vibe, how it feels.
Me too.
Thank you.
You know what it reminds me of? And I don't know why. It just makes me think about that movie, The Deer Hunter, for some reason. I have no idea why. But I love that little outro, the little melody on it, man. I don't even think there was any song like that in The Deer Hunter. It's just the clean sound of it, the clean tone and the melody. Makes me think about The Deer Hunter, man, when I was watching it as a little kid. That was a powerful movie, man.
It came kind of how did it just happened by accident, Dave, and then actually we went back and just kind of made it sound a little bit better, or you replayed it, but it was total
I think
fluke.
we what we always do with Rayto and I just keep playing after the beat or the track, and I just keep playing and he just records it. We've been doing that since we've started working together. I always play a little extra and you just let me go. And I think that was like an accidental surprise.
Outro.
Like, wow, that was, it wasn't like, I always play, like, that's why we have a lot of weird little endings, is because you know, it's like, here's the ending. Now do some, you know, whatever. We kind of experiment at the end. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that one was amazing. So yeah, man.
Well, hey, if you're joining us, welcome. We want to say what's up to you. And we about to jump in this. You just heard Little Blue Heart. If you're joining us, that's what we're talking about today. We just released it yesterday on all the platforms. Whatever you listen to music on, go check it out. And if you're watching this, say what's up in the comments and share on your page. The best way you can help support Flipsyde right now is just share the music. Honestly, we mean that. So anyways, but tell us a little bit. You said you had a story, Dave, about so this
is the story. And I mean, maybe I shouldn't tell people this story. It's kind of funny, but this is, so like we talked in the past, I always have little riffs I have in my little phone, a little whatever. And there was I was watching a movie called Get the Gringo, right? And there is a song that it was just, I couldn't stop listening to this. I fucking love this chord progression and whatever. And it's called Soy Culero, right? And it's kind of a funny kind of a Mexican word, like culero is like, it's fun, it's like an asshole or something, right? So I fucking love that song so much that I would just jam along to it and sing as a joke, Soy Culero. And I was just playing, I was never intending it to be a Flipsyde song. I have funny songs. I have songs called like I'm broke bitch and I gotta shoot somebody. Like I got stupid songs. I write stupid shit all the time. So it wasn't meant to be like I'm just playing. It's just a chord progression. Well, the thing is that this progression is like a bolero. It's like a standard Latin chord progressions. And Stevie and Piper, they grab it whenever we do like Spun and songs like that. It's like they just gravitate to that. But you know, so I'm like, obviously that's why you gravitated to it. But I was thinking of this. So I wanted to play you my original, song.
Yes.
From Get the Gringo. This is my inspiration for this song. So listen to this.
I love it.
Yo soy culero porque el mundo me hizo así. Me hizo así.
All right, that's enough. You get the idea, right? And I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop laughing. And I'm like, this is so funny. The song is funny, but the chord progression was so good, right? And so then I went to my sisters. I have 2 older sisters. And I told them the story. I'm going to listen to this. I was playing them Little Blue Heart. And they looked at me and go, dude, that's a song called Soy. It's like an old song from like the 70s that they grew up on. Soy Guerrero or Soy... whatever the case, but I'll play you the original that this is where I actually got it from. It's a big song when I was a kid. And this is by Jeanette, Soy Rebelde, I'm a rebel. This is the original progression. So anyways, here it is. Okay, that's enough. You get the idea.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's an old standard, old progressions, right? So when we started playing it, I'm thinking about this funny Culero song. So I was like, you know, and then I'm like, yeah, sure. You guys, I think Steve was like, I want to do it like David Bowie. I want to sound like Bowie. I want to have no. I took the riff. I jammed on the riff. Piper did a version of the song at my house. That was a different version, and I think Ed produced it. There's a version with Ed. He helped start it, right? And then when Steve showed up, he's like gravitated to, I'm gonna do David Bowie kind of a song and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, but dude, nah, you got other jams. I wasn't like gravitating to that jam because I was thinking of the Culero song, right? It was a joke, but you guys, and I came back from picking up my daughter, and you guys had recorded the whole fucking thing. I was like, holy shit, right? Like it was done. It was like a really fast song. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I fucking love this song because it's so fun. It's so not, you know, it's not a serious kind of, it's like, it is serious, but it's not, you know, it's like a beautiful, just, I don't know. I think it's such a romantic song is the word for it. Romanticismo.
I remember the first time I heard it, I think Ed played the beat. And I had this melody, and I remember saying, "Speed it up a little bit." I forget what the original tempo was, but I think we sped it up a little bit. And then that hook came pretty quick. Zozo!
Sorry, Zoe's just walked in.
Hey, Zoe!
That's my daughter. Hi, Zoe. Say Uncle Piper, Uncle Stevie, Uncle
Hey,
Rachel.
Zoe.
She can't hear him because I got my AirPods.
Well, I remember, Steve, when you did the verse, when you wrote the verse for this one, you wrote it really fast.
Yeah.
And you were having such a good time writing that verse.
Yeah.
I had a good time. Oh, I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say that, and it just fits perfectly.
Yeah, and I think I put it under the context. I mean, obviously, when most people hear it, sometimes I don't even want to say it, but you would think you're talking about a girl relationship, a female, or whatever. But it was like the backdrop for me. The inspiration was writing. The music is my true love, like is my number one love, and so it was like the music's the character of who I'm talking to, really. My eyes were opened at 17. I felt like I was just talking about some of my first musical experiences, just being open up to the power of music. I think when I was as a teenager. Anyway, so it's a little bit of that, and not all of it, but just some of that is like I'm kind of talking to music as the relationship. But what about you, Pipe?
Man, I just wrote about my wife. Yeah.
And that's kind of what's cool about, I think, when you get three people writing. Dave had a foundational inspiration. I took it, dribbled the ball for a little bit, had an inspiration. Rayto, all of us kind of, the music hits us all differently, and we bring something different. So that's why it's so much fun to collaborate.
That's the beauty of this. Yeah, it's just kind of, you never know where it kind of ends up, because there's so many places that because of the different influences and ideas where it's going, and it's always a journey that I actually love. It's hard, but it's the best thing about this, it's because you just don't know where it's going to end up, and I love that. I love not knowing where it's going to end up.
Dave, are you muted? I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
I hear you. So I was just thinking, and then Piper brings the romanticismo, because I want to be on a boat with my wife. You know what I'm saying? I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you paint this picture of this beautiful thing, beautiful life, beautiful, like, it's like, it's such a nice song. So anyways.
The Bowie inspiration, the line, his last album was, and it was when I was thinking about just the inflections of the melody. She was my fantasy. You know what I mean? I don't think I really sing like that, but that's like kind of channeling that like inflection of that, how you sing it. And his last album was called Black Star. So that's why I said, baby, Black Star, come back to me. It's just fun. It's a fun lyrical thing for me just to kind of see that, like you said, I had fun writing that verse. It was just kind of little Bowie tip the cap to like talking about music and just fun. The little red letters is the gospels. I don't know. I just have like a lot of little, I don't know. I'm all over the place, bro.
Did you even write that verse down, or did you Jay-Z it?
No, I think I wrote some of it down. I can remember being on the couch, and my favorite line, because I said, I'll live amongst the stars and watch the children play, and I kind of sang it like over the top, kind of like in this character, and y'all just started laughing. Y'all were like, and I was just
I remember Rayto laughing. He was like, dude, and I was like, it was so fun. It's just such a fun song. It was such an easy song. It just kind of came out,
Well, and then the guitar solo, and then the guitar solo, you're just taking it even further. You just kind of
So you know what's funny about that is
he took it to Italian mafia music, man.
Yeah, exactly. The Sopranos just entered the studio.
When I had this jam, I had all these great melodies, and I had so many melodies for this jam, right? And when I came to the studio, I don't remember. I'm like, I don't know what I blanked, right?
It.
so I'm like, let me do I just did a silly solo. Like, I'm just gonna do something stupid. Like, I wasn't even thinking, like a joke. I was playing, and then, no, that was great. I'm like, no. I was just playing. I had no other melody. I was just kind of, so it's hilarious. And I have a video of us actually, of me playing that solo, so you could actually hear
the Godfather.
So here's a little
Yeah.
outtake on a 12-string guitar. So
I want to eat some
of course,
pasta.
that's the one that Rachel films is the one where I fuck up. Of course.
Well,
Undoubtedly.
one time you play it right, I'm not filming. I can't, that takes up a lot of.
It does make you
Great.
feel like you're in Sicily. You need a plate of pasta with some red wine and,
It's great.
and Mike Martinino.
We got to
there.
get a mandolin, Dave. Yeah, you got to get a mandolin because we tend to go back to that.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to fake the sound, and I just get a goddamn mandolin. I just gotta fake it.
I got a cavaquinho at the house, man.
I'm down to try any of that stuff.
Some samba, man.
I need some samba rhythms, dude. We got splice. We'll splice all that shit up. We got all kinds of. So
go ahead.
I've been on just not to change the subject, but I wanted to bring up. I've been gone. I got TikTok the other day, and I was playing with TikTok, and I'm like, what the kids are doing now. And then I looked up Flipsyde on TikTok, and I found people actually playing our songs or whatever. And I found this gentleman that was actually had Dreamers, U.S. History, Laser Beam, a lot of our jams, and he'd always share like a song of the day. And I'm like, this dude is hella cool. So I reached out to him, random, and they didn't. I don't even have the Flipsyde TikTok. I just went through I made up a Lemmy Lopez TikTok. I don't know picture, nothing. I don't know how to work any of this shit, right? So for some random guy, hey man, I'm in Flipsyde. You want to come on? So he's like, what? So I want to introduce you my new buddy, Johnny. Man. Wow.
Bam.
What's up, fellas?
Man?
Chilling. Pull up.
Right?
So are you singing the songs, or tell us a little bit about the process? Are you just doing stuff to the songs? Are you actually singing them, or what's the story?
I have not done a lip sync of Flipsyde yet.
Yeah.
But I do every morning. It's kind of like a motivational. It's the song of the day.
Nice.
And I've used U.S. History, Dreamers, and Laser Beam for the song of the day. And what's amazing about it is it's at random. So when I go into my playlist, I just hit shuffle, and whatever comes up, that's the song of the day.
Awesome.
Nice.
So you guys came up 3 times.
That's awesome. What's some of your
man.
inspiration to do the song of the day? I mean, just tell us a little bit about the beginnings of that.
I mean, everything's just so negative.
Yeah.
Now, and ain't nothing like starting your day off with a good song. You know what I mean? So I try to start everybody's day off with a good song.
That's cool.
So that's pretty much just the song of the day. That's just became my thing. And so every morning we do a song of the day.
That's beautiful. Where are you?
I am in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I was just there last Christmas. My wife Sandy lives out near right outside of Oklahoma City. What's the college?
Norman.
Norman, yeah, right near Norman. So I went into the city for a day. I had to. Anyways, cool, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Starting the day off right is so important. I don't even read the news until 11 a.m. It's
right.
When I get up, I have to be in complete control of my state and my thoughts. It's I got to handle all my stuff. I got to do my workout. I got to meditate. I got to visualize how I want the day to go. So that song of the day, man, that's beautiful. You're helping people get their day started. And that's huge because however you start your day tends to be, how your state for hours. if not
Right.
the whole day. You know, so
Right.
you know, starting people's days off right, man, that just improves the quality of their life over the long run. They're making better decisions because they're in a better state. They're treating people better, treating their own family members better, you know, when they're going out. So, you know, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Right.
It's great
And that's what I try to do. I try to put a smile on people's faces.
How did you find out about Flipsyde?
I've been listening to you guys since 2005. Yeah. I was in a chat room, single dad, and somebody sent me it just went blank. Happy birthday. And I was like, I can't listen to this right now. I'm going through a lot. I can't listen to Happy Birthday right now. But I ended up checking out other songs. I came across Trumpets and Someday and U.S. History. And I was like, yo, man, these guys are wow. So I've been a fan of y'all since 2005.
That's what's up.
That's amazing, man. Thank you. That's
no, thank you.
2005. Yeah, we did we tour the States with the P's in 2005, or was that 2006?
That'd been 06.
Yeah. That's dope that our music was getting there and we hadn't even toured the States yet. We were still like touring Europe and like Malaysia and India.
And somebody shared it in a chat room, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Send it to me in the chat room. And like I said, at that time, Happy Birthday was too much. I mean, I straight teared up. I was like, all right, I got to turn this off. I can't do this right now. Single dad
It's
going
too much,
through some shit.
Too much emotion.
Hey, that was not the right song to start off your day, right?
That was not.
We needed the encourager.
But like I said, I ended up coming across U.S. History and Trumpets and Someday, and it was just like, wow, man. Just the emotion that I could feel from you guys is what totally hooked me on you.
That's amazing, man. All those songs have their different stories, you know. Someday is the song that, you know, Flipside came together under Someday. You know, me and Steve wrote a lot of the lyrics on his birthday, like 2 a.m, eating cold Chinese food. And then when Steve met Dave, he just barged in on him and started playing that song, and that's what hooked Dave in. And then U.S. History, I was working at juvenile hall. I was a counselor in juvenile hall with the kids, and I wanted to teach. I wanted to get them excited about like history and politics. So I wrote the song U.S. History in a manner as if, you know, all the countries were kind of like, you know, just dudes in the hood, you know, going to war with each other, having allies, having each other's backs, and a lot of kids in the hall learned that song. And then Trumpets was just a song that Steve kept playing, and I couldn't ever figure that shit out. You know, he's talking about shadows on the wall and shit, and I'm more of a literal person. And then, you know, we recorded it, and I hated that shit. I blew up in the studio. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are we doing? And then I got back to, because I would go to the studio on my lunch break, and then I got back to work. And then I listened to it in the headphones, and I really heard it for the first time. And then I had to call everybody and apologize. I was like, oh, man. It's a great song. My bad, you know.
Pipe.
And when we toured, we used to end the show with Time, because Time was crazy, just with wild energy. When we toured with Snoop Dogg, we ended the show with Time, and we would just tear the whole fucking stage down, and then, you know, bring the game out, and then he would bring Snoop out. But, you know, as we continued to tour, we started to end with Trumpets, because we would play trumpets in the whole fucking like we were playing in like big ass arenas. We would play trumpets and everyone would start jumping up and down. This is an unknown band, man. They didn't know us, and we were out there wrecking shit, you know. So we saw the worth of trumpets, you know, just by touring. So it's
right.
That's beautiful, man. You've been rocking with us for a long time. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Let me tell you. And Piper, I got to say, man, being a history buff, when I heard U.S. History, I was like, this motherfucker's telling the damn truth. Because U.S. History is just bathed in blood, and you didn't pull any punches. You know, so I appreciate that, you know.
Did you write that in one sitting, Pipe? Did you write those verses, or was that a time?
Yeah, I wrote it at Juvenile Hall.
But like in one, like I'm gonna sit down and write this, and it was like boom.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because I wanted to show. I would talk to him all the time. I remember talking to him, and they got I don't know if they have it in Oklahoma, but here they have the the Latino, the Mexican kids. They have the norteños and they have the sureños, and I was trying to talk to one of them about some historical figure, and he just wasn't trying to hear me, man. And it was some dude from like 100 years ago, and then he said, "Was he a norteño?" And I'm like, nah. He was like, well, then I don't give a fuck, man.
Wow.
He was a norteño, man. He was like a little 13, 14-year-old norteño, and that's all he cared about and shit.
Wow.
So I was like, fuck this, and that's when I just wrote the song. I'm like, I'm gonna get these dudes juiced. I'm gonna write it like it's about gang banging, and they loved it. They loved it. One of them would be doing the beat on the table, and I would be rapping the song, and they loved it.
I know I've
That's
seen
awesome.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Oh, I was just saying that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love hearing
been
stories like that.
I know there's been teachers like foreign. I think I forget exactly where, but they've used that song in a class. Did you ever see that one message pipe about that teacher that used it? Yeah. I think that's more than once. I think it's been a few times.
More than once, man. It's been more than once. We should.
I know somebody in Hercules. There was a teacher in Hercules that did it. I'm hearing that.
The one I remember is somebody that was like teaching in in Europe somewhere or some other, it was like an English guy from America that went abroad to teach, and he used it in their class anyways.
Yeah. And Happy Birthday, that was just a mixtape song. Like we were putting together a mixtape in between tours and just going to the studio and just pulling up another beat and writing over it. And Happy Birthday was originally over a completely different beat. And then we sent the mixtape to Interscope. There's probably 27, 28 songs on it. And Happy Birthday was the last one on there. And they were just like, can you fly down and redo this? We want to, produce this song for real. So we flew down and redid it. And then they re-released the album. And that, it became a single. America was afraid to play it because it was about an abortion. But, we're not activists or, we're not any of that shit. We just write songs from the heart, man. So however the song came out, that's how it came out. We weren't trying to make any political message.
Right.
So, but Europe didn't care. Europe played it. It was all over the radios in Europe. Europe played it. India played it. I think Japan might have played it too. So
well, we never actually had your music played on the radio here in Oklahoma, but like I was telling Dave earlier, I tried to get your name out there as much as I can because I love your shit, So I try to expose as many people to you guys as I can.
That's amazing.
That's what's up.
Nice.
That's amazing. So you went to so you grew up out there, everything. You went to high school out there. Did you play sports?
Yeah. Born and raised Oklahoma. Sooner born, sooner dead. Sooner born, sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead.
That's cold.
What sports did you play in high school, man?
Well, I was kind of a mama's boy, so
nice.
Mama didn't let me play football, but I did run cross country, and I played
cross country.
Yeah, I ran cross country and played baseball.
Nice. What position? Man. Baseball.
I was left field.
Nice. I was a catcher. I was a good little catcher back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Catcher's got all the action.
Yeah, dude.
Steve,
left field was chasing butterflies.
Oh yeah.
I could see Steve trying to get into the batter's head.
Back there just talking smack the whole time.
Shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna hit this one. I don't even know why you holding that back. Might as well just walk off. This is gonna be 3 and done, brother. I can see you talking shit.
Yeah.
That's Steve, man. That's the perfect position for you.
Yeah, I loved it.
I played football, man. I can't imagine running cross country. I played football. We
actually had a couple of the football players run with us one time because they decided to talk shit on the cross country runners. That was pretty funny because the head football coach said you don't fall behind them. Those boys were gassed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet. Oh yeah.
I'd be surprised if they made it longer than 2 or 3 miles.
Yeah, they were struggling.
Yeah, they're just not built for it. They're built for like maximum exertion for like 15 seconds. And then you get a little rest. And then maximum exertion again.
Yeah.
You know, football players are some tough athletes, man. But as far as like endurance, cross country, soccer, nah. They're gonna be gassed. Hey man, I remember I made the mistake of going out to rugby practice in high school, man.
That's cold.
Yeah, all the big dudes on the line. We had like 3 or 4 huge white and Samoan dudes, and they played on the offensive line for the football team. And they would always say, "Man, you got to come to rugby practice. You know, you got to come to rugby practice." I'm like, "I'm not fucking with y'all, man." So then at the end of the season, it's the end of the football season. They're like, come on. So I'm like, all right, you know, and I go, and they're drinking beer before practice. That's when I should have left, right? They're drinking beer before practice. And I'm like, okay, dude, the practice started, and I just got tossed around like a rag doll, man. These are dudes that I didn't even, they weren't even in my league on the football field. Like in terms of keeping up or, you know, as far as speed or anything like that, man. But I get probably 10, 15 yards and grab my shirt. My shirt was ripped. I didn't even change my shirt. I had on my school shirt. You know, shirt got ripped. They said if you fall on the ground, cover your head so you don't get spiked. What? What? Yeah, man. And then at the end of the practice, they were like, "Man, you did a good job. You should come, man. Fuck y'all. I'm gone. I'm never coming back again."
Got abused. Oh, man.
Yeah. Rugby. So I got a lot of respect for rugby and all those in the endurance sports. Like my sons play soccer. I can't do it.
Too much running.
Dave played guitar.
I stopped soccer, dude. I played soccer until I got beat. The only goal I scored was against the girls' team, and I got hurt, so I stopped playing soccer. So I'm like, you know, fuck this. I'm gonna play the guitar. Right? You don't get hurt fucking playing fucking guitar.
And the guitar gets all the girls.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I got hurt playing guitar once too. I remember the one time I got hurt at the Power to the Peaceful concert. As I was walking on stage, I got bit by a bee, and my hand got swollen. You remember that?
I don't remember.
My hand was all swollen.
I remember that. You pulled your like growing too, like on tour.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's from working out.
I can just remember Dave stretching. He's like, I got to stretch. I got to stretch.
Dude, I have the worst luck, man. Yeah, you know, what are those wheel things that you have, the wheel that you work to get to the abs? That's where I fucked up my groin on that wheel thing. So I can't look at that wheel. That wheel thing is all bad. For me,
I just got another wheel thing yesterday. No, 2 days ago. So me and Steve are the athletes, and you're the one that's always getting hurt.
That's because he's not an athlete. That's whenever he actually moves his
No,
body.
I beg to differ. Ping pong is considered a sport, and Dave is slapping fools with some table tennis.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. He is the unbeaten master.
He's got some Jedi moves, bro.
You know, it's fun. When I was fucked up, I went to my sister's house. It was my niece's birthday. And I'm like, they got a ping pong table. And she whipped my ass, bro.
Oh!
I was like, she turned 23
recently?
4 days ago. And she came out, she's all, and I gave her all my serves. She's like, returned everything. Like, I was like, oh, and she's like, I barely ever play. Like,
so you had to give up your Forrest Gump title?
Yes. My little 23, my niece. She's just she's a volleyball player. She's all in shape. And,
what was the score? What was the final?
She beat me by like 3, but still 3, bro. Like 3 games. She beat me.
So mad. You must have been throwing stuff.
Almost as mad as you when I beat you, Rayto.
Yeah.
Oh, Rayto gets mad when I beat him. He's all mean.
Yeah, because, you know, he only wins because I play badly. He's not winning because he plays well. And I guess, you know, that just happened to you this weekend.
But
Let
you
me do
had
the
to keep
math
it
on that
cool
one
because
real
she was your
quick.
younger niece. You couldn't get too riled up and upset. She's your niece, and you're like,
Dude,
oh.
I couldn't believe. I wasn't shocked. She's always been like that when she was a kid. When you play fight with her, she's always got to hit you at the last hit. She will
Pop.
not like she always has to hit you the last hit. Like she was a little baby, hella competitive, and I'm thinking, shit, I'm hella. She beat me. I'm like, damn. I guess it's a new generation. These girls, AOC, they're coming up. They're whipping our asses. I'm like, let me step aside, get out of the way, you know. New
You
generation.
should have taken a little video of that.
And
Oh no.
Rayto, what did you play, man? Rayto actually goes running.
I go running now, but I used to do track and fields. I grew up with a lot of soccer, but I was always the slow one. First of all, I'm short and I'm slow, so that doesn't really work in soccer.
It's not a good combo.
I would end up in the goal, and my reflex were really good, but I was still hella small. So, but it was just the best place for me to be, so and so a track and field, I got into more the technical stuff, like
of course,
of javelin and hurdles and things like that, and did okay. But once I turned 15 and my coach was like, well, we got to train 3 times a week, I'm like, screw this, I'm just gonna play music at this point. And then that was it for sports. But now I just run 5 days a week, about 3-4 miles.
And not only does he run, he swims. He puts a rope and he ties himself up and swims.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he swims in his he's crazy, man. He's like,
you have one of those infinity pools.
No.
Well, I just have a pool, so it's not an infinity pool. So I have to put a leash on me, and so that I can just swim in place. It looks kind of funny, but it works, man. It works.
Get your workout.
And he keeps it Swiss. He wears those little shorts. I'm not even shorts.
They're those like dolphin shorts.
Speedos.
Oh, you gotta, okay. Yeah, you gotta keep it tight, man. You gotta keep it tight.
Okay. I just gotta say, are they the same? Are they the same ones Piper wore in Brazil? Are they the same Speedos? Because I just remember he's all clouded the Speedos, but I see the picture. Is it the same one?
Yeah, Speedos. I wore Speedos once, man. I did. Because in Brazil they got these laws where you can't wear. They call them bermudas, the like basketball shorts, or the larger swimming shorts that we wear out here. They don't let you get in swimming pools with those on.
Why?
Because it's like people walk around in those like they're clothes. So it's like they feel like if you get in the pool with that on, and
they're not clean,
dirty and shit. Yeah. So you got to get these. They call them sungas, So yes, I have rocked the Speedos once, maybe twice,
And there's a picture.
There's photographic evidence of Piper.
There's a picture.
Oh,
there's a picture.
That's so good.
That's awesome.
That's the exclamation point.
Better you than me, bud. Because they don't want to see my fat ass on that.
Oh man! I hope we can make it back
man.
to.
You gotta rock the Speedos once at least, man. It's liberating.
Yeah. I'll let you tell.
It's hot in Oklahoma in the summer.
It does.
Oh, it's serious.
I don't think I've ever been. Have I been to Oklahoma?
You've driven through it, I'm sure, on tour on a bus, sleeping.
Where were we when you snatched that band player? And
that was Nebraska. That was Nebraska.
Nebraska,
yeah.
There was a college dude just walking by in a band.
No, dude, I had a dream. It was that picking up the pieces, and I'm like, I need a cello on this song. I'm laying in my bed thinking in the bunk, I need a cello. I get off the bus. We're downtown Nebraska and Lincoln on a Sunday, so everything was kind of shut down. I walk off the bus, and here comes this guy with a cello. He's walking to the symphony. He's about to go play the downtown symphony for the show. And I'm like, yo, dude, this is a studio bus. Is there any way, I need a cello on a song? And he's kind of looking at me. And then he finds out it's Gwen Stefani and Akon. And I'm like, dude, I'll hook you up with free tickets tomorrow if you come back. So he comes back. And it's like he's a genius, first chair cello guy at the whatever symphony of whoever. But I'm like, he's like, what do you want me to play? And I'm all like, I don't know. I'm not a cello player. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to write the cello part. So he actually kept listening to the song and he had to write it out. He wrote the chart out and then he sat there and played it. And anyways, fun story. That was Nebraska. But we played the OKC. I think the Honda City. We played in Oklahoma City on one of the tours. I forget, but
it was a Honda Civic tour.
Through. Yeah, we went through there.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to catch you guys live yet, but I tell you what, as soon as this COVID crap passes, I will be.
That's what's up, man. You will definitely know when we're coming through. You'll definitely have tickets. You know, we just gotta make it happen, man. As soon as this
right.
covered.
Let's talk
about
it.
Could go run. Good run. You
Yeah,
and Rachel will go running together.
Let's talk a little bit about what's coming up.
That was 20 years ago. I run to McDonald's.
Nah, man, you gotta get your run on, man. We gotta stay healthy out here.
I mean, talking about starting your day out right. That's what I do. That's the first thing I do. I grab the dogs and I go on a run, and that's how I start out the day, and it grounds me, and so I really like that.
Yeah,
I miss it. I got fat and lazy.
Just get back in it, man. Start by walking. You know,
I have to.
I do the HIIT workouts in the garage, like the high intensity interval training, or I'll do some capoeira like in the morning. The workouts I could do 20 minutes and be dead.
Yeah, you know? Piper's legendary for hotel workouts. When I was rooming with him, I wish I had it's like having a personal trainer wake up next to you, like jumps out of bed doing jump jacks. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, doing jumping jacks for 5 minutes straight. I mean, it'll put you down, dude. You're like, I can't breathe right now. Then do push-ups, and he did the arm circles.
Steve's like, let me get my coffee first.
Yeah, I still do the arm circles, Pipe.
Really?
I still do the arm circles, Pipe. So you do 50 little ones, 50 medium, then the 50 big ones. And after doing that, dude, your shoulders feel like they're about to fall off.
I remember that.
Yeah. Do you still do the arm? What do you call that?
I haven't been doing the arm circles, man. I've been doing like pull-ups, dips, squat jumps, burpees, high knees, capoeira, martial arts stuff. I've been jumping rope too.
Jumping ropes. Oh,
20 minutes to jumping rope, man.
I'll never go out of style.
Speed up and slow down. Like if you get some like 45 seconds of hardcore high knees while you're jumping rope, and then slow back down, that's a good one.
We need to have a 5-minute workout from Piper once a week.
The flip side.
I do the double quarter pounder.
With Speedos on.
With Speedos on.
I do the double quarter pounder curl is what I do.
Yeah.
No, you should put some together, because I never, I should work out more for my core too, and I never know what to do. So you're just gonna have to, come up with a Flipsyde workout. We'll do a hot little video of you and Speedos doing it, and then.
Nah, man.
It'll be
in the background, we'll have Dave and Rachel playing ping pong, and you're in the front doing that.
In Speedos, doing jumping jacks.
Yeah,
me and Rachel in Speedos. Everybody in Speedos.
Everybody in Speedos. This is the Speedo workout. It's speedy. It's efficient.
Oh, it'll be a hit.
You know what I've been doing for workout? I do an hour of trampoline, son. Every day I get on that trampoline.
You balance.
That shit's fun.
It is fun.
I put on some. Yeah, it's not super. I don't swim with the with a leash, but I could trampoline. I'm getting it ready for practice. For Rato's schools.
You know what we should do? We should go to Head Over Heels when it opens back up. Head Over Heels is this big ass like gymnasium. All these gymnasts go there, but you can go and like get an hour, because the capoeira Master de Malandro, he teaches there sometimes. So we'll go there and just like practice doing backflips and stuff, right? But you have
backflips.
Yeah, but you have to spring though. Because I'm saying this to say that like doing backflips is a great ab workout. Like they have trampolines there. You know what I'm saying? You jump and do a backflip and just do a bunch of them in a row. It's an ab workout, man.
Nice.
And I just got this thing.
Uh-oh.
We got any comments? Anybody saying anything?
Ropes are the best.
I got this.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
That's how Dave. Is that what
Like
you
That's
hurt
my
yourself
groin.
on,
fire
Dave?
right now.
No, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me show you the one I hurt myself with.
So if y'all are still hanging out with us, tell Rachel, when are we going to put these extended albums out in the acoustic stuff? What is that looking like?
Oh, next month. In a couple of weeks, actually. I think the first one's coming out. We're spacing it a week apart. First is the Tower of Hollywood, and then the Phoenix, I believe.
Nice.
But we'll talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
that's the old school. That's the
That's
Rocky
old
Balboa
school.
Apollo
My
3.
nuts are here somewhere. Like I think I must have. My nuts must have been dragged in here or something. Like it was. As you get older, your nuts drag, and then it's kind of, you know. That's fucking motherfucker. That's what killed me on tour. It's horrible.
Working out, getting ready for the tour, man. I was running hills and doing kung fu, getting ready for that tour.
Oh, dude.
All right, guys, I've got to run. I have a session coming up. Actually, Ed's coming in to do some work with an artist that he's producing. So I gotta jump off and get ready.
Nice. Tell Ab we sent
And I'll
us
send you
a-
something today.
Yes, great, awesome.
Johnny,
Johnny,
what you got going
great
on
meeting
today,
you.
man?
Thank
Great
you.
meeting you too.
I'll talk to you all later.
Peace.
Peace out, Rachel.
How to get it.
All right. Later. All right, y'all. So I could play us a video of an old interview in the show that we did in Germany, or we could play like a Imagine Peace video. Or remember that I already showed it already, the Time video where Piper went into the audience. You want to show that one again? How should we end the show today?
Yeah. Play that.
Let Johnny
man.
decide.
Johnny hasn't seen us
time
perform
sounds good.
live. Yeah, he hasn't seen us perform live, so show him the one from Ireland.
Excellent. All right. So,
Oh,
any
yeah.
last words to the peoples? No, not the Ireland one. I got the one from Japan. I don't have the Ireland one,
Oh,
unfortunately.
Man, we
But
love
still.
y'all. Thank you for rocking with us and just share the music, man. That's all we can say. We got music coming, acoustic albums, we got extended albums, we got a big surprise we're thinking about and visualizing for next year. So anyway, stay tuned and stay connected. One love.
I want to say one love to Johnny and all the fans like him. Because of them, you know, we still rocking.
Yeah.
And we've been successful, so you know, we appreciate it.
I want to thank you guys for just the years of just excellent music. You know, you guys have just gotten so many people through so much bullshit. I don't think you fully realize the connection you've had. So
Wow.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother. One love, man.
Laters.
Rock that shit. 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 Time's on your side, yeah. It's another year high, yeah. You wanna step inside, yeah. So rock that shit. Time's on your side. Rock that shit. Let me know. You wanna step inside, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'm out of time. Didn't go wrong. She ran inside anymore. New day. Running with pistols and lay on there. New day. Suffering shortages, military in the new day. When there's no politicians and cops, nobody's calling. Nobody's coming.